Hey, a few disclaimers before we dive in. Number one, I'm going to share my perspective as someone in the cybersecurity world as a practitioner and educator. Nothing in this video constitutes official career, financial, or legal advice. You, as the viewer, are strongly encouraged to conduct your own independent research into each one of these boot camps and influencers and make your own decision. Additionally, this video contains commentary, criticism, research, and review of publicly available information and marketing materials. This falls under the fair use doctrine of the U.S. copyright law, which allows for limited use of copyrighted material without requiring permission from the right holders for purposes such as education and critique. Finally, my intent is the goal of this review is to promote transparency in the cybersecurity education space and help the community make informed decisions. It is not intended to maliciously target, defame, or harass any specific organization, individual, or business entity. And also, full disclosure, I run my own platform called Hack Smarter. I don't do boot camps or anything like that, but I do have my own training platform, and I do have my own pen testing firm, H4ck. So please keep that in mind as you watch this video and as we review different boot camps and influencers. Enjoy the video. All right, next is H4ck Academy, but with a V. All right, let's check out H4ck Academy with a V. Become a cyber operative. Actually, I think I've heard of them. I don't believe they offer you any unrealistic promises. Very affordable. I'm just going to go ahead and say, just based on the pricing and their platform, not scammy, definitely legit. I don't know like the quality of the labs, but seems to be good. $49.99 a month to unlock everything. Just saying, on Hack Smarter, $24.99 a month unlocks everything. Labs are only $8.99 a month. 5 concurrent labs. Hack Smarter has like 50 plus labs, multi-machines. So objectively, Hack Smarter is a better value, but I don't see anything scammy about H4ck Academy at all. Training the H4ck Academy. Okay, let me grab that link and add it to the list. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the labs and stuff are good, but they don't look scammy to me, is what I'm saying. I do think objectively Hack Smarter is better value, but that's just my opinion. Obviously, my opinion is going to be biased. All right, next on the list is hackersacademy.com. Unlock your potential in cybersecurity with Hackers Academy. All right. I want to unlock my potential. Oh my goodness. I thought they were going to say Hack Smarter there. Thought I was going to have to come after them. Learn smarter, hack faster. You better not change it to Hack Smarter. We already did Hacker Blueprint in the beginning of the stream. They were the first one, so you'll have to rewind the stream. I realize you're watching on Twitch. Guys, if you miss any part of the stream, YouTube is my primary channel. So Twitch, you can't watch the replays because Twitch doesn't like it when I play music. But if you want to watch any past videos, go to my YouTube channel and hit the live tab, and you can see this one right here. So YouTube is where you can watch all the past live streams. Okay. Learn smarter, hack faster. Our courses. Expert trainers. Okay. Seems legit. Seems legit. Do they teach at Black Hat? Okay, if they do Black Hat training, I would say they're legit. That's a pretty good indicator that they know what they're talking about. I don't see any unrealistic promises either. They have a lot of solid courses from what I can see. Course is a little bit of expensive, but if that's what people will pay for, then that is what it is. So it doesn't have the price. Their buy now button is broken. So I don't know if anyone has connections to them. You might want to make them aware of that. Seems legit. Just my initial glance, I don't see anything that looks suspicious about this website. Brodo Type Academy, Offenso Hackers Academy, Red Team Hackers Academy. Okay, I'll add those to the bottom of my list. We have a lot to work through already, so we'll see if we get to it. But I have those on the list now, my friend. All right, let's jump to the next one. MyDFIR, which I've heard good things about MyDFIR. And I know people who are in their program. So I think MyDFIR is legit. He has a lot of YouTube content as well. Yeah, I mean, he's not giving you any unrealistic promises. His focus is on SOC work. I think he actually has a background in SOC work or actively works there. I think H4ck Logic, who actually makes some of our Blue Team Labs and Hack Smarter, is part of MyDFIR. Expensive course, but it is what it is. Like, you charge what people pay. So, oh, this is not a scam. Anyways, MyDFIR is maybe a little bit on the pricey side for my personal taste, but everything I've heard about MyDFIR is very solid. So I would recommend him. If you are interested in SOC skills, things like that, check out MyDFIR. Seems to be legit. All right, Ronin66, I was just checking out this platform the other day, which I think is legit. It looks like a clone of VulnLab. And I mean that in a nice way. So VulnLab was purchased by Hack the Box, and Ronin66 is similar to VulnLab. Like, you launch the labs from Discord and such. It's very affordable. There's not much to say here. I think as of right now, it's very bare bones. So, for example, I believe all their instances are shared right now. So they're in the very beginning stages of this. We're shipping 2 new standalone machines, adding AD badges, blah, blah. I mean, if you look at this, Hack Smarter is basically already at phase 6 on this. But that's not a knock against this platform. It looks solid. I think it's going to be awesome, but it is in the early stages, but definitely not a scam. Definitely not over promising, under delivering by any means. All right, the next one, and I don't know if this is a thing. H4ck Academy Cybersecurity Bootcamp is what someone said in chat. Oh, it is a real thing. Okay. This is your typical boot camp. I don't recommend it. Like, honestly, they don't seem to be guaranteeing a job from what I can see, but it's extremely expensive for what probably amounts to the Security Plus. Okay. I mean, you could easily learn this stuff yourself. Oh, there. Okay, it is. It is just for Security Plus. So this, you are paying about $10,000 for the Security Plus. Not a good idea. You can study for the Security Plus on your own. You can pass the Security Plus in about 4 weeks without paying $10,000 to do it. NetworkChuck in 3 days will launch a free CCNA course for the entire summer. NetworkChuck is legit, guys. I know him personally. I consider NetworkChuck a personal friend. Like, we even text back and forth occasionally. He's a solid dude. Very nice. Very genuinely nice person. NetworkChuck is legit. All right, well, general rule, if it's a boot camp and it costs you $10,000 for the Security Plus, don't do it. It's not worth it. Okay. Symone Beez, the GovTech guru. This, I think, was actually the person that we stumbled across on Discord. Someone shared this, one of her videos, about how to make a bunch of money on it. The TLDR is she says that I'll train you to break you into GovTech. Whether or not that's a good idea, I'll let you decide. And you can make a bunch of money in GovTech, blah, 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 blah. I'm also just going to say I don't recommend this. It's very, like, every single video is, let me sell you my boot camp. Let me sell you my boot camp. 5 tech jobs. Where was the video? This is what it was. How to land a 100,000-year tech job starting with no experience in 2026. No, Professor Messer's legit too. All right, let's learn together, ladies and gentlemen. We want to land a $100,000 a year tech job starting with no experience in 2026. Let's go.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think it's possible to land a 6-figure tech jobs with absolutely zero experience? Most people
The objective answer is no. There is always the possibility, but the objective answer is no. It is not possible. There's a chance. Well, I shouldn't say it's not possible. There's always a chance that you can do that. For the vast majority of people, no. Objectively, it is not possible. But tell me why I'm wrong. I want to know why I'm wrong. Let me speed up the playback, though, just a little bit.
People would say no. They'd say you need a degree, you need years of experience, you need to know somebody on the inside. But I'm here to tell you that's complete BS. You do not need to do any of those things to land a tech job with no experience.
You just have to sign up for my coaching program and I'll teach you how to do that.
I've helped hundreds of people land six-figure tech jobs starting from zero. No degree, no experience, no connections. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. This isn't theory. This is the exact roadmap that I give to my students, and it actually works. So if you're serious about breaking into tech and making six figures, make sure you pay attention to this video because what I'm about to share with you is going to change your life. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe and like the video. All right, so here's the truth. You can't go from zero to $100,000 a year overnight. There's a process, there's a roadmap, but the good news is it's a lot faster than what you think. Most people can go from 0 to 6 figures in about 18 to 24 months if they follow the right path. The problem is most people don't have a plan. They're just throwing spaghetti at the wall, hoping that something sticks. They're applying to hundreds of jobs, they're getting ghosted, they're getting frustrated, and they end up giving up. But if you follow the roadmap that I'm about to
it preys on desperation.
Give you, you're not going to have that problem whatsoever. The first thing that you need to do is get your Security Plus certification. Now, I know what you're thinking. Symone,
of course. I mean, we just saw, all right, guys, we can do our $10,000 boot camp to get our Security Plus certification, and then we can work on this.
I don't want to work in cybersecurity. Why do I need the Security Plus? Here's why. The Security Plus is going to allow you to get ahead of other competition. Most people are going to go out here and get the A+ certification, or they'll get a Google certificate like the IT certificate that Google offers. And if you're looking to get into GovTech, the Security Plus is a DoD 8570 baseline certification or 8140. So if you want to work in government technology where the most stable, high-paying jobs are, you're going to need the Security.
I mean, can you actually say GovTech is the most stable jobs in light of Doge and the insanity of the current administration? I don't know.
Plus, it's not optional, it's legally required. Now, how long does it take to get
when you got the orange man making the decisions for you? I don't know if it's the most stable. The orange man is not the most stable of human beings.
The Security Plus? If you're studying at least an hour a day, you can get the Security Plus in 30 to 45 days. If you are working full time and you don't have any tech experience, it might take you anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. And the resources that you can use are going to be mostly free. You can use Professor Messer, or you can use Jason Dion's Security Plus course on Udemy. And if you want to accelerate,
at least she recommends the free stuff.
Your learning, you can use different AI tools like ChatGPT and Claude to quiz you, explain.
All right, we're going to go, let's see, what are our chapters? All right, how to land a job with no experience. That's what I want to know.
Then you want to leverage that experience to get into a higher paying role and the tech job that you actually really want. So how do you land these jobs?
Bro, you just told me without experience. Okay, I need to start entry-level IT apparently.
Below. There's literally no excuse for you to not get the Security Plus done. Just study, lock in, and focus, and you can pass the Security Plus fairly quickly. Once you have the Security Plus, your next step is to land an entry-level IT job. When I say entry-level IT job, I'm talking about help desk, IT support, data center technician roles, mobile device technician roles, or mobile device support roles. These are all going to be entry-level roles that you can get without a degree and without any experience. And all of these roles pay anywhere from $60,000 to $75,000 a year. Now, here's the key. You're not going to stay in this job forever. This is just your job to get your foot in the door. You're going to spend 6 to 8 months in this role, building real-world experience, learning how systems work, getting your hands dirty, and overall just seeing how it is to be an IT professional. Then you want to leverage that experience to get into a higher paying role and the tech job that you actually really want. So how do you land these jobs if you have no experience? First thing you need to do is tailor your resume to the job description. Use exact keywords from the job.
Okay, this is just general advice. What is she trying to sell? Here we go. Here's the academy. Well, okay, I think this costs $7,000. GovTech Academy, Reddit. Reddit's the best source of truth. All right, let's read a Reddit thread about this. So I know you've all heard about Symone Beez on social. It says you don't need tech experience, blah, blah. CompTIA, nowadays my paychecks. Never heard of that. She was right. Here's probably the key. She was right 4 to 5 years ago, but today you need experience, credentials, certifications, a degree, good timing, inside man, a lot of luck to get a job. True. Whatever scam she's selling for $7,000 probably isn't worth $70. Delete that from your browsing history and no one has to know about it. At the end of whatever she's selling, you are not getting a 6-figure job. Sorry. Respectfully, she is still scamming. I mean, Reddit is an excellent source of truth. So I don't get sued. I'll let you guys read through these Reddit comments. And you make your decision based on the people, based on what the people have to say. All right, let's jump over to Bluecape Security. I added all those reviews to the list. With a grain of salt. Yes, Savage Truth. Yes, with a grain of salt. Bluecape Security, a portal for blue team heroes. Pricey, but 72-hour money back guarantee. Wow. Seems legit. There's nothing on this that screams out to me suspicious. There is no unrealistic promises. They have some free training, which is always good. If you can get a feel for what the platform is like, that's always awesome. I mean, compared to Sans, that's pretty reasonably priced. Exactly. I should be raising pricing on Hack Smarter, clearly. Everything seems fine. Initial glance at Bluecape Security. I've never actually heard of it. Seems like a solid platform for learning blue teaming. And it looks like people in chat are also saying it's legit. Yeah, I can add UnixGuy to the list. He's on the list. So Bluecape Security seems legit. Keep up the good work. All right, Elevate Cyber. I actually... It's one of the first people I had this type of beef with. Let's see if they've changed it. Yes, he actually did change it. Guys, I called out Elevate Cyber publicly when I first came across his website. His website used to say, land a $90,000 plus job in 6 months or less. And I publicly called him out for that, and he updated the wording. So I give kudos to him for that. Although this is still an unrealistic promise. Land your dream cybersecurity job in only 6 months. No prior experience required. Anyone can do it, will you? Oh, my beef with him was the unrealistic promise that on his website. This is an unrealistic promise. It's objectively not true. And I think if you find out what it ended up going to is, we'll see if it's changed. Before it was like, hey, you fill out this form and it was $500 to meet with them to ask questions. So here it is. We do have the unrealistic promise, which is a very much red flag of scammy tactics. How to land $100,000 remote cyber jobs in 6 months without applying. It's not your skills, it's your strategy. Learn the inbound offer engine that has recruiters reaching out to you. That's BS. Have you tried breaking into cybersecurity on my own? I'm just going to say yes. If this is a fit, are you willing and able to invest in the growth of your career? Yes. Which country are you in? U.S. Next. And see, when the pricing is not there, when we don't see the pricing, that's also a red flag. And he has a YouTube channel as well. His whole YouTube channel is literally pivoting people over to this. And I'll show it to you. But I would recommend avoiding Elevate Cyber because Josh has his own stuff as well. Avoiding Elevate Cyber because of that. He actually started out teaching really good stuff. If you go to his oldest videos, when he was working on OSCP, very good. I think he started out like having solid content, but now it's all about your lifestyle influencer type thing. So, do as you please. I don't recommend Elevate Cyber though. There's much better platforms, much better courses that don't make unrealistic promises out there. All right, let's check out Boyd Clewis. I've never heard of Boyd Clewis before. All right. All right. Let's check out his website and his YouTube channel. about as clickbaity as you can get. But I don't blame them, right? If you want a big YouTube channel, you got to play the clickbait game. I suck at playing the clickbait game. That's why I don't have a big YouTube channel. I've never heard of him before. But based on the videos, this is very like surface level stuff, which is how you have to make YouTube videos if you want the viewers. Let's check out his website. Helping tech professionals protect their future and build real wealth. Okay. Oh. All right. Level up your tech career to 6. I want to level up my tech career to 6 figures. Let's go. The overlooked skill that took me from 40K to 230K without a degree or certifications. The overlooked skill is selling coaching, I'm pretty sure. Can you do a post-mortem on Study GRC? Yeah. My post-mortem on Study GRC is if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, Mr. Chris. And you won a stupid prize because you played a stupid game. All right. We should go watch that video. You guys want to see a video of me being exposed? We should watch it together. We could have a watch party. Gosh, Justin, you tell me if I should do that. If we should pull up the video in this stream and watch it together. Let me first get this. I mean, this already looks a little bit sus. Okay, pretty expensive. I wouldn't recommend this. There's much better, more realistic ones out there. Let's watch together. I did not. All right, guys. We have I don't have a whole lot on my agenda for this morning. I was planning on streaming until noon. So, all right, let's watch it. Screw it. It's been a long time since the video's posted. So if I bring views to it, it is what it is. Give me just a moment. Let me pull up the video of Tyler Ramsbey being exposed. Freaking Sogo Hotel. Bruh, I'm a millennial. I grew up in the era. I know what that is. We're not going to go to that. Okay. Well, guys, let's watch Tyler Ramsbey be exposed.
Why not?
I'm gonna skip through this just to the Tyler Ramsbey part, okay? I'll give you guys a little bit of context on this. I wasn't staff with Simply Cyber. I was a leader, a director, because I help with the academy. This person was also a director for Simply Cyber, and I thought he was a friend of mine. All of a sudden, I got tagged that someone made a video exposing me on YouTube, and I reached out to him like, dude, why did you not even talk to me? So that's the background on this video. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to Tyler Ramsbey being exposed for the scammer that he is. By Mr. 34 subscriber, Chris Whitlock. He does say in the beginning that, hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to make a bunch more videos on my channel. Literally, he made one video on why he left Simply Cyber 8 months ago and never once came out with another video. So that's interesting.
Right off the bat, I'm making this video because I kind of feel backed into a corner. I ended up resigning.
Backed into a corner.
Received and issues with.
Okay, let me find the Tyler Ramsbey one. It's like, to say I was surprised is an understatement. It took me totally out of the blue. I was like, wait, what did I do? How did I get mentioned in this video? Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here we go.
And to make his content better and so forth. And, it all came down to profit for him. And then also with Accolade itself, check out the comments in that YouTube video I post below. And then we have Tyler, who, came about. He's been within the general vicinity of Simply Cyber for a while. And that's really where I ended up drawing the final line.
Watch out, guys. I am the final line. I am the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Is because I supported the Hack Smarter community and really thought that they were doing some great stuff and so forth. But
we still are, scrub.
Then come recently, he goes through and starts making the paid content, which is great. It's low cost and so forth. But then
to be very clear, I think the course was like $14 at this time. It was the Intro to Hacking Methodology course.
he made the Intro to Hacking Methodology course. And really all that course is a Try Hack Me box walkthrough.
All right, let's be very clear. The course isn't available anymore because I'm not a fan of Try Hack Me. A Try Hack Me box walkthrough. Guys, I made the freaking lab. the lab that you go through on Try Hack Me, I made the lab based on 8 CVEs I found in the real world, and then I walk you through how to do real world pen testing. But remember, it's just a Try Hack Me box walkthrough. All right, let's keep watching.
It's not hacking methodology. It's walking
Says a guy who, as far as I know, has never worked professionally in the field a day in his life.
through a box on Try Hack Me. That's all it is. So not only did I feel that like that wasn't, positioned to people properly, but then also I relayed that information. One of the other massive
Never relayed that information.
issues with that course is you're doing a Intro to Hacking Methodology course, which is, you should be talking about ethics somewhere in there. And there was zero coverage of that
Watch out, guys. I'm teaching threat actors
whatsoever. So that's where we get into the Threat Actors Academy issue. And then more recently,
Hack Smarter is now going to be rebranded as Threat Actor Smarter.
where I ended up drawing the last straw is he started pushing his paid memberships, and that creates paywalls that goes through in his paid mentorship and all kinds of other different stuff, which is something he has fought tooth and nail for the last several years against, always saying, oh, I have a job. I don't need to collect from the community and so forth. And what it really seems like is
Don't forget, guys, that for me to host labs, the infrastructure, to be upfront with you, costs me about $30,000 to $40,000 a year to host the infrastructure. Let's keep going.
collected his first $30,000 paycheck. And then he's like, oh, I could just benefit off of the community. I can make this content and everything else, and I don't have to work a 9-to-5 job. That's what it really.
Oh yeah, I don't work a 9-to-5. You freaking joke. I run 2 businesses, including a pen testing firm, including a training platform. As far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, this guy legit doesn't have a job.
Seems like to me. And I took that extremely personal because I followed
But he never once reached out to me to have a conversation.
him. I really supported his mission on not paywalling things. And now when, I see him comment, when somebody says, how can I,
All right, you guys get the gist. If you want to watch it, there was a really good comment here that called me the devil that I thought was fun. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. This is my favorite comment on this video. Whoever this is. Lastly, the pen tester, a former half-baked pastor that Chris Whitlock talks about in this video, is a significant threat to the community. This small-sized brain pen tester, a fallen pastor person, also brings in his own associates to the SE Academy and takes undue advantage of Jerry Ozier's generous nature. Man. But yeah, this is an old video. I had to sneak this about him in my Hack Smarter minister song where I go, oh, how's it go? No wit, let me lock in and speak the truth. Keep my name out your mouth before I willow you. Like Will Smith. And no wit, let me lock in and speak the truth. That was my little wordplay. All right, back to our normally scheduled things on reviewing platforms. I will just say, if any of you have a platform you want me to review, we've already established Hack Smarter is a scam and Tyler Ramsbey is a scammer. So we have that fact established. And so we'll review other platforms. So what we are doing, for those of you just tuning into the live stream, is we are checking out various platforms, academies, boot camps, and just giving them live reviews while I am on stream. For the most part, most of the ones that have been submitted have been legit. Very well done platforms, very well done academies. So kudos to all of them. We have had a few of your classic boot camps of overpromise, underdeliver silliness. Yes, I have that on the list. Yeah, we can throw SE Academy. I heard Jerry's a scammer as well. I mean, just watch the video. Scam Smarter, more like Threat Actor Academy. That's the new name of Hack Smarter. Okay, the next person on my list. So I'll just give you guys the list that we have so far of platforms we're going through if time permits. We have H4ck, never heard of them. We have Red Team Hacker Academy, Red Team Leaders, Labshock, the H4ck Academy, Hackers Vella, Prototype Academy, that sounds odd, Offenso Hackers Academy, Red Team Hackers Academy, UnixGuy, and Simply Cyber Academy. So if you guys have another one, feel free to drop it in chat. Simplerhacker.com. simplerhacker.com. All right, let's dive back into these. I get this one pulled up, and then I'll share my screen. All right, here we go. 25% off all on-demand courses. Let's go. All right, let's see. H4ck. Okay, they do black hat training, guys. These are legit. Also, love that they have mobile app labs. That's something that most platforms don't have. 41 free labs. I can just tell you, just by looking at this website, these guys are definitely legit. And it's actually a platform I haven't heard of before. So I will say, if you guys want to get into mobile app pen testing, from what I can see, this looks legit. There's not really much else to review. Real quick overview, looks legit. We'll move to the next one. Are you going to rank the ones who pass? No. I mean, here's what we know. Hack Smarter's at the very top, and then everything else is below it. I mean, that's obvious. Throw a mobile hacking lab? Okay, I'll throw that on. All right, let me delete that. Yeah, so you don't get invited to Black Hat if your courses are bull, and I agree. Exactly. If someone's doing training at Black Hat, they are likely legit. It's a good indicator. Why are you live streaming for free? Please paywall this immediately. I know I should. I should only read your guys' comments if you do a super chat, obviously. How long was I gone? What happened to your background? Where are you? Muhammad, I'm sorry to tell you, but you've been in a coma for the past 8 years. Welcome back. Throw Login Pacific on your list. All right, bet. Login Pacific. I got it. All right, future is secured. So this is Red Team Hacker Academy. Mastering ethical hacking through hands-on labs. Future is secured. Become a certified cybersecurity expert. Let's go. Accredited by EC Council? No way. Top cybersecurity courses and ethical hacking training in India. Wow. I don't know who votes on that, but kudos. Hack Smarter is the top ethical hacking platform in the US. I could just make that claim with no evidence. Okay, let's go. Oh, we got a chat window. Ooh, they're saying to us. Oh my goodness, they're talking to me. All right, we're asking if Hack Smarter is better. Please wait, I'm a chatbot. We'll connect you to the support team. Oh, shoot. All right. I don't want to talk to the support team. So they're not making any unrealistic promises. I think their choice of organizations to support is odd. They have an OSCP course. Let's learn about that. I'm actually surprised OffSec allows them to have it. OffSec usually is not a fan if you make a course about the OSCP and you're not OffSec. I talked to the main OffSec person, the president of OffSec, when I released my OSCP learning path. So like OffSec is aware and is fine with my OSCP learning path. But generally, if you make like OSCP training courses, OffSec is not happy about that for obvious reasons, I think. But I did make them aware of my OSCP learning path when I posted it, and even asked them if there's some partnership they want to do on it. So like they're aware of mine, but I try to be as upfront as possible. I don't know. I don't know much about this company. There's not a whole lot of information. They don't seem like totally sus because they're not giving you unrealistic promises, but it doesn't look like they're probably the highest quality from what I can see, but who knows? Certified penetration tester. I don't see pricing. Anytime there's not pricing should be very obvious and upfront. It doesn't look like there is. So that's always a little bit suspicious. It is what it is. All right, let me delete that one. Missing stuff in chat. Check out Cyber Mindspace platform. Okay, let me grab that and drop it in my list. Okay, that's in the list. All right, next is Red Team Leaders. Hack1337 said in India, it's very common to have OSCP training. They claim big things like you'll make a lot of money, but usually they just teach basic. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, guys. Well, it is now time for our ad break. This video is sponsored by me. Guys, if you want hands-on labs and courses that don't scam you, check out hacksmarter.org. All right, ad break over. Red Team Leaders. Oh, I also say, guys, now this is a little bit of self-promotion, but I notice most of these platforms are like, hey, if you pay us money, you can join our exclusive community and get exclusive access to the founder. You can get, you can get free access to me. It doesn't cost any money. Our Discord's completely free. I'm active all the time. I respond to messages. You can shoot me an email. I do my best to read and respond to all emails. It does not cost you any money to talk to me. I promise. Okay. Oh, hey, they use CoreStack. So the back end of Hack Smarter is also CoreStack. And I can tell just by their landing page here, they're using CoreStack. So kudos to them. There's not much information about who they are though. So their subscription is $30 a month. This is free. Oh, so I think they have a lot of AI generated content and courses, but they're also upfront that it was generated by AI. So like if we click into some of these, I think most of their courses are AI generated. And they have a disclaimer here. So at least they're upfront about it. Clewis said it's all AI content. It's free though. So like, I don't know if you can get mad about it if it's free, right? Like it's literally free. You can just enroll, and if it's helpful, it's helpful. Their exams cost money. They're not a scam. Now, I personally, when it comes to AI generated content, if you make it, you should have a disclaimer, which they have a disclaimer. It's your choice whether or not you want to pay for it. But all these courses are free. Like, go through it and see if you like it or not, or $5. Like, go through it, see if you like it, and then make your decision. I can't give you objectively if it's good or bad without going through it, but it's free. So just check it out and see what you think. But not a scam. They're not giving you unrealistic promises at all. All right, next on my list is some platform called Labshock, which I've never heard of. Let me get this one pulled up. Oh, OT security. Very interesting. That's actually a very cool niche to make a platform on. Kudos to them for doing that. Hands-on OT ICS security inside a real industrial world. Quit backing up, microphone. That actually sounds really cool. Does anyone have experience with Labshock? Not a scam, based on what I can see. It actually looks very, very cool. I don't do OT ICS security, so like probably not something I'm going to do. Oh, and very, very affordable. Very affordable. $12 a month. Check out if you guys are interested in OT, check out this platform. I'm actually going to recommend this when people are looking for OT security stuff, because I don't do that. I don't have any experience doing that, so I wouldn't want to teach it. Looks very cool. So kudos to Labshock Security. If you guys are interested in that field, make sure you check out Labshock. Thecolo said it uses open source ICS and SCADA technologies. That's cool. Cool. All right, Labshock legit. Let's go to training.thehackeracademy.com. That is the next one on the list. Just search for Labshock. You'll find it, dude. It is time to level up. Defend. Dude, this is the same. Is this not the same font that they use in SpongeBob? Guys, this is the same font as SpongeBob. I recognize it instantly. This is SpongeBob font. Interesting design choice. It is time to level up. Defend your digital assets with industry-leading education. The H4ck Academy. All right, let's check out his promo video. It's only 1 minute.
Hi there, and welcome to the Hack Academy. You may or may not have read the headline.
Bro, if you have something called the Hack Academy, where the frick is your black hoodie? Where's your black hoodie? That's the question.
But did you know that hackers have been silently, patiently, and persistently lurking in our networks? If you said no, well, you're not alone. It's this naivety and unawareness that have allowed them to be so stealth. It's now more important than ever to equip yourselves and your teams with the knowledge on how to protect your digital assets and systems from cyber criminals. Do you want to join an emerging industry that's in high demand, pays well,
Whoa.
and has...
That was did I see a typo on password decrypting? Hold up.
Do you want to join?
We got password 1S decrypting. Let's go.
An emerging industry that's in high demand, pays well, and has a significant global shortage of skilled professionals? Well, you've come to the right place. Join our training program with courses available for all levels, from beginners through to more advanced content. You'll be guided through a curated course that allows for self-directed learning at your own pace. Courses are delivered through video tutorials, presentations, readings, online quizzes, and your choice of hands-on practical labs for a complete training experience. So what are you waiting for? The threat is real and knowledge is power. Sign up for one of our courses today.
Okay, I don't think this guy's a scam at all. This guy's tone does not match the music. I agree, dude. He needs to be like, Black Hoodie, like, welcome to Hack Academy. Something like that. Dude, this is definitely SpongeBob font. I don't know what font SpongeBob uses. Everything I see, though, I think SpongeBob. He should have SpongeBob on here. Why is this laptop following me around? What? Ooh, the lab... What in the world? Interesting design choice. Tripping me out. What is going on? It's like the laptop eats the next laptop as we scroll. I love it. Sure, this isn't per month, right? Okay, no. It's affordable. If I don't know the quality of the courses. Learn to hack like SpongeBob at the Hacker Academy. I'm sure it's fine. I'm curious the person's background, which I can't figure out what that person's name is. SpongeBob font is a crazy choice. I'm revamping the Hack Smarter website, guys. We are doing SpongeBob font from now on. It is the way. This whole, I don't think it's vibe coded. Vibe coded wouldn't, like, legit. I don't think AI would use the SpongeBob font. There's a typo on the URL, training.thehackacademy.com. No, there's not. OTW Hackers Arise. I'll throw it on the list. I got you, bruh. OTW Hackers Arise. Oh, what is this? Okay. Someone said the presenter's AI. It could be. I'm not really sure. That would explain, like, the very generic business looking stuff. Oh, 99% sure that presenter in the video is a Camtasia AI presenter. Okay, that's a big red flag in my opinion. Hack Smarter swag is cool. Hack Smarter platform's better. Objectively. All right, hackersvella.org. Let's check out hackersvella.org next. Oh, I need to stop sharing my screen. I mean to not share my screen when I go to these websites because I don't know what websites you guys are sending me to, and I don't want to get canceled on YouTube by pulling up something on accident. Oh, wow. Here we go. Hackers Vella, join our community. No. Bruh. What? Oh my goodness. When I scroll my mouse, it changes the image. This is, oh, they have an intro. Guys, we have to watch the intro. This is already fire, I can tell. Guys, I just became a hacker just by watching that. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful. Another red flag that I didn't mention before, but if the platform uses an anonymous mask in a non-ironic way, like not as a joke, that's a red flag. That's absolutely. I like the one dude who had the white mask on and he put the black mask on top of the white mask. It's like having a VPN on top of a VPN. Let's go. Okay, I can't scroll. How the frick do I scroll? Okay, here we. Oh my goodness! When you scroll your mouse, it changes images. What? Our vision is to create a well-skilled and equipped cyber army who can protect the digital world and, if necessary, in quotations, can attack also. Wow. Just based on their UI choice, I'm going to go ahead and say don't use this platform. I don't know if I would say it's a scam by any means. But just very strange UI choice. I don't know what this is. Oh no, did the automod get someone? I'm sorry. Sorry if the automod got you. Oh wait, what? Guys, someone help me with the conversion. What does this cost? In USD. Whoops. Is this affordable or not? Hack, you live in India. Whoops. Come on. 2,500? Oh, okay. That seems unaffordable, especially in India. Like 2,500 in India. In the US is a lot of money. India, that's a massive amount of money. You tell me, Hack, is this extremely expensive for India? I think so. Bro, what is this UI? No, it's not, says Hack. Okay. I'm going to say this is pretty scammy. Very expensive in India, especially for what you get. That's what I thought. Wow. Okay, I don't recommend them unless you just want to jam out to their intro video. 2K USD it's not much maybe in the US, but you need to recognize in India where this is located is a massive amount of money. Hack says average yearly salary in India is 2,500 USD. So that's like a yearly salary to attend what seems to be a very basic boot camp. Getting epilepsy attack is not a good way to attract consumers. Yeah, vibe coding would make a better UI. It's not vibe coded, I can tell. Or they're very bad at prompting. Whoops. Let me stop sharing my screen. Prototype Academy. Oh, it's software training. I mean, any boot camp probably isn't worth it. Prototype Academy, from what I can see, is software training. I don't know if I am qualified to review it. Let's check it out though. Hack Defender on my list. Okay, I got you. Hack Defender on the list. Want to become a software engineer? Holy crap, I'm neither of these languages. What do I do? But still in English. Interesting. This is all software dev. I'm not the best person to review it. I'm going to say probably not legit. Oh, they have YouTube. Let's check out their YouTube channel. Is this their YouTube channel? First week of bro camp. If anything you call bro camp, I don't think means what you think it means. I don't know the language. I can't review. You guys have to do it yourself. But it's also software dev. But I don't know if they mean by bro camp like bros or if there's a language barrier there. But I'm going to go ahead and say don't attend something called bro camp. All right, let's check out Offenso Hackers Academy. Hack-proof your future. Get certified in cybersecurity. Okay. Hey, Hack 1337. This is another one in India. Have you heard of them before? Do you recommend them? I know quite a few of you are in India. You tell me what you know about this platform. They seem to be your traditional boot camp. Whoa, what are they spamming me with? All right, we're going to talk to their AI bot. Oh. They just told me have a nice day. Bro. Why does the AI keep hanging up on me? Their AI is broken. I don't know. This seems like another one of those overpromise, underdeliver stuff, but certified junior white hat hacker. Interesting. Advanced diploma in information security. Okay. I don't know, guys. One's located in India. I don't know if I can we have to ask the question, is Hack Smarter better? One's located in India. I don't know if I can give bro, it hangs up on me every time. All right, we're just gonna leave Offenso Hacker Academy. I don't know. There's not much information. I can't see pricing. Maybe let me click junior white hat hacker. I want to become a junior white hat hacker. What does that cost me? Can you get out of here then? All right, book my seat now. No, I'm not going to open an app. What? You want me to open admin operations? Oh, from WhatsApp? Who does booking over WhatsApp? And if I try to download the brochure, it doesn't give me one. Yeah, I'm saying sus. Don't do it. Some of these websites, guys, this is beautiful. All right, we're going to go to Red Teamer Hackers Academy now. WhatsApp bookings are super common in South Asia. Oh, interesting. I had no idea. Red Team Hackers Academy. Okay. Launch your hacking journey. Choose your course now. When will Cyber Mindspace come? I don't know. I'll add it to the list. Cyber Mindspace. It's on the list. I'm going to speed run some of these. What is this? Offsec certifications. Guys, you can't sell this. Did we already review this one? Oh, no, they're an official Offsec partner. Wow. Amazing. How much does it cost? We already looked at this, did we not? This looks just like another website we saw. We already did this one. All right, skip. It was just by a different name. Ooh, now we're going to get into the controversial stuff. All right, guys. You asked for it. UnixGuy. You tell me your thoughts right now on UnixGuy. Legit or not legit? Helpful or not helpful? You tell me. I actually don't know much about him, to be honest. I have not followed him. I don't think I've watched really any of his videos. Yeah, I can add Caps Lock to the list if we get to it. Caps Lock UK Bootcamp. All right. He's helpful, but I don't know much to say anything. Says psyched. Thicolo said his course is super expensive and he is kind of a jerk. Not this guy. He advocates hands-on heavy, annoying, legit not helpful. No, he's not. He's the same as Elevate, Wish App, Steve Harrington. What? Your guys' disses, man. I hope I never get on your bad side. Let's check out its GRC Mastery. UnixGuy. Hey, friends, it's UnixGuy. Okay, cool. That's just like a link website. So this is his course, I assume. Start a non-technical cybersecurity career. No degrees, certifications, coding, or any technical knowledge required. Installment payments available. How expensive is it if you accept installment payments? Holy crap. Where's the pricing at? I mean, so I don't know much about GRC. And so I don't really know if I feel qualified to speak on his course. I haven't gone through it, obviously, but I also don't do GRC. This should be more of a Jerry Ozier type question here. But the one thing that you'll notice, Jerry will say this himself, Jerry's a lot nicer than me. So if you ask Jerry his thoughts, they're probably going to be a lot more filtered than my thoughts, for what it's worth. Lifetime access is always a good thing. Okay, here's the question. If he says yes to this, it's a red flag. Can you guarantee that I will get a job after doing this course? That would be nice, but no. Okay. Regardless of what you think about UnixGuy, we have to give him credit right here. Have to give him credit. That would be nice, but no. There is no course that can guarantee a job after. Once again, that's a bonus point to him. Some people will land a job straight after they finish this course, while others might take longer. It depends on how well you interview, how many jobs you apply to, job availability in your city, and many other factors that are outside of my control. However, this course will give you all the skills and practice that you need to land a cybersecurity job. It even includes a bonus module designed to help you with the process of landing your first cyber job. So, once again, I don't know much about UnixGuy, but I do have to give UnixGuy credit for being upfront and honest and saying, no, this does not guarantee a job. Remember, when you're looking at platforms, when you're looking at courses, when you're looking at boot camps, your biggest red flag is if they give you an unrealistic promise. Remember some of the boot camps we looked at that we clearly said, hey, these aren't legit. They say, hey, attend our boot camp and in 90 days or in 6 months, you can have a 6-figure job. Notice, UnixGuy does not say that. He says there is no course that can guarantee a job offer. So I don't know much about UnixGuy, but you do have to give him credit for that. And let's look at some of the other stuff. Refund policy. We don't offer refunds. I mean, Hack Smarter, we have like a crazy refund policy where if you're not satisfied, even a year from now, I'll refund you, but I'll be real with you, it's probably not the best business practice. So I'm not mad at platforms who don't offer refunds. Hack Smarter is very generous with our refund policy, but I probably shouldn't be, to be honest. Okay, like I said, I don't know much about him. He has a lot of videos. What's his most popular video? Oh, it's from 2024. I think he is your, I don't know how to say this, your typical influencer, but not a scam. Does that make sense? What I mean by typical influencer is you reach a level in your influencer career where you have to make a decision. Do I merely make sponsored videos, or do I try to make technical content? The reality is, if you want to grow a YouTube channel, you cannot make videos like I make. I mean, real world example. Go to my YouTube channel. There's a reason I only have 50,000 subscribers, all right? Look at my content. Nearly all my videos are very deep dive technical walkthroughs of like legit hacking stuff. Every once in a while, I'll drop like a more clickbaity video, but like very few people are watching part 1 through part freaking 14 of me working through Darkhaven. If you do watch it, you will learn a massive, like you'll learn more. You will learn more by just watching my YouTube videos than you will by 99.9% of the $10,000 Security Plus boot camps that we just reviewed. And it's completely free on my YouTube channel. But if you want to grow a YouTube channel, if you want to play the YouTube game, you can't do it the way I do it. So I don't blame people like UnixGuy or John Hammond who started out making highly technical content. And then like John, for example, still does technical content, but it's a lot of sponsored content. It is what it is. It's just playing the YouTube game. I'm not mad at them for that. So I think like UnixGuy, I would not say he's a scammer. And I would say just based on what I see, his intentions are good and he genuinely wants to help people. I would say the way he goes about it is a little too influencery for me, if that's even a right term, a little too like sponsored, but it is what it is. I'm actually curious about this video, although it's 16 minutes. If you guys have a video you want me to watch from UnixGuy, we can. I don't want to watch a really long one, but maybe we can click through one to see what I think of it. Does he talk about pen testing? I feel like I'm only qualified to critique pen testing. Ethical certs better than the OSCP? Hacking stories and analysts. AI will replace most jobs. Okay, well, this is interesting. Fastest way to become an ethical hacker and actually get a job. That's a little bit sus. Now, this is 2024. Let me just tell you this. Anytime someone says, here's how to become an ethical hacker, and they have never been an ethical hacker, you may not want to listen to them. I could be wrong. I don't think UnixGuy is an ethical hacker, but that video is old, so I don't really want to watch it. Why I failed that, at least he was honest. Okay, here we go. Here's a good one. 2 months ago, fastest way to become an application security engineer and actually get a job. I feel like I can speak on that. Let me just review a little bit of this and give you guys my initial thoughts. Let's speed it up though.
Penetration testing or ethical hacking, then you're competing for one of the hardest cybersecurity jobs to land. And that's because the number of penetration testing jobs is much smaller compared to the rest of the cybersecurity jobs. But there is a solution.
True.
I want to share with you how adding this one skill of application security engineering or AppSec has completely changed the odds for someone I met at a cybersecurity conference 2 years ago. His name is Rob, and I think he was in his mid-20s, and he was studying to pass the Offensive Security OSCP because a lot of penetration testing jobs ask for it. However, as soon as he started looking for penetration testing jobs, he quickly noticed 2 problems. The first one was that a lot of penetration testing jobs are asked.
Oh, Clewis said UnixGuy was a SOC manager, did CSRT, and got OSCP before deciding against his pen testing offer. Okay, so that's good to hear then.
For so much experience, and many jobs were short-term contracts for highly experienced individuals. But more importantly, he also noticed that there wasn't a lot of dedicated penetration testing jobs around. And that's when he started to question his decision of pursuing a career in penetration testing. He asked me if it was worth it to study penetration testing or focus on something else. And that's when I asked him, have you thought about learning application security engineering? And to my surprise, his question was, what is application security engineering? Now in this video, I'm going to share with you the roadmap that I gave him that helped.
Okay, he's just like, this is basically a sponsored ad for Try Hack Me. From what I can see. I'm just clicking through, right? I don't know for sure.
A broad introduction to cybersecurity. It also covers your bases when it comes to IT and network.
Why would you recommend that? I would not recommend that.
Fundamentals from Try Hack Me. Let's have a look at the straightforward, easy training. So be prepared to be challenged. Let's have a quick look at it. Section 1. So many individuals.
Ron is
anytime
legit.
I recommend this training to someone who had an interview without.
I don't know. I don't think UnixGuy is scamming people by any means. I do think you should be careful speaking on things you don't do, but he does have a background in it. Like, you'll notice I don't have any videos how to become a blue teamer, how to work in the SOC, because I don't do that stuff. I can tell you how to become pen tester or how to break into pen testing maybe. I'm not going to guarantee you anything, but just anytime someone is selling you something from a technical field, dig into their background. If they've never done what they're selling you, don't do it. But I don't think that's the thing with UnixGuy. From what I can tell, this is more of a sponsored type video for some of this stuff, which is how it is to be an influencer if you want to make it big on YouTube. I don't want to make it big on YouTube. That's why my videos don't blow up. I don't like the clickbaity stuff. All right. Let's go ahead and keep working our way through the platform. Through the platforms. UnixGuy. All right, so someone said Simply Cyber Academy. I think Simply Cyber's Academy is legit, except for one of the instructors in the academy. All right, let me just give you guys a TLDR on Simply Cyber Academy. And just up front, I have somewhat vested interest in it. I used to be a big part of Simply Cyber Academy. I am no longer because I have my own stuff. But Simply Cyber Academy is sort of like, I'm trying to think. TCM Security before they had subscriptions, because Simply Cyber Academy just has a bunch of courses that are one-time payments for the courses. And so like if you go to pen testing, Ryan Yeager's course is excellent, and he's a red teamer. Ryan Yeager, again, excellent red teamer. You have some of my courses on here as well. Michelle Kahn's excellent. Daniel Laurie's excellent. So, I mean, Simply Cyber's fine. It does not promise you a job. It does not promise that you can break into the field, blah, blah, blah. Gemini recommended Tyler for me. Crazy. That's what I'm talking about. Gemini is even recommending scammers now. Yeah, Ryan's course is super affordable. Their main photos an AI guy with a makeup filter. Yeah, I don't know why it's AI. I'm not a fan of the AI stuff. My picture's not AI though. But yeah. That's Simply Cyber Academy. It's definitely legit. I know the instructors. They're good. Yeah, Hack the Box is good. All right, let's get that out of there. All right, simplerhacker.com. What the heck is that? I've never heard of simplerhacker.com. Okay, whoever dropped simplerhacker.com, that's not a real website. It doesn't load. So, oh, simple. Why didn't it load the first time? Do I have a typo? Simpler Hacker. It's simplerhacking.com. Simplerhacking.com is the correct one. We already reviewed Z Security. Evil Jinx. Wait, is this different than the Fishlet guy? Isn't this the Evil Jinx guy? The creator of Evil Jinx, is it not? Okay, the maker of Evil Jinx has an academy. Is that what this simpler hacking is, or is that someone biting off his brand? Is this his website? I'm so confused right now. This is not... Looking at chat. This is not from the maker of Evil Jinx, is it? There is an Evil Jinx mastery course. Is it by Breakdev? I'm very confused. It almost... Let me try to buy now. How much does it cost? Okay, no, this is not the same person. I'm actually surprised the maker of Evil Jinx has not sent like a cease and desist to this person. Because I'm pretty sure the maker of Evil Jinx has her own Evil Jinx masterclass. Like legit, real one. It seems that this person has sort of took their branding and made their own website about it. Could be wrong here, but that seems very suspicious to me. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. You guys have to check it out. Seems sus to me. Let's go to the next one. I'm going to try to speed run some of these guys. I've been streaming for a long time. 2.5 hours. Let's go to Mobile Hacking Lab. The Colo said, anyone who sells anything that hides their identity entirely is sus. I agree 100%. I totally get OPSEC, but if you are selling a course, your identity should be verifiable. And if it's not verifiable, don't buy the course. If you want to remain OPSEC, don't sell courses. It's very simple. Okay, Mobile Hacking Lab. I've actually heard good things about them. All right. I'm just going to say legit. Check them out if you want. They have presented at Black Hat. That's a good sign that they're legit. They're not giving you any unrealistic promises. They're teaching at Black Hat again. All right, they're legit. I'm going to go to the next one. When will the next hacking stream be? Probably tomorrow. All right, next one was Login Pacific that someone shared.